How are y'all doing? It's Wendy at Cottage 321. We've got some new Farmhouse products, you guys. It's the Amazing Stain. Farmhouse has come out with amazing stains. I'm so excited. We are going to do this together to look at all the different colors. I actually haven't even got to try it yet. We just got these. I'm going to give you just a little bit brief information about the stains and tell you a little bit more about it, and then we're going to do a sample board together to see what these new stains look like. Farmhouse Paint just came out, and there's like, I think there's 7 different colors right now of the stain, and I've been wanting this. And you're like, what? You're not supposed to stain furniture anymore, you're painting it. Well, I love the pieces that you paint the base, but your top is still stained. Or maybe you want just the doors to be stained, but the rest of the base of the piece to be a color. I love the combination. I still like certain stains and things, and I like the mixture of paint with stain. Just like I love this stain right here next to white. It just pops. I love wood grains, but I also like painted furniture as well, and I love them together. So anyway, let me read. I'm just going to read you what's on here. It's water-based, it's non-toxic, and it's odorless. And I'm very excited to have that in the store so I can be doing projects in the store and it doesn't get all stinky in here, and it's good for my health. It's not gonna hurt me. It's supposed to be really simple. You just, let's see, is there any other info on here? You can put it on with either a brush and then wipe off the excess, or you can apply it with one of our cheesecloths, which we love, or you can just use like an old rag, or you need something that's lint-free, like an old t-shirt cut up. I do that a lot of times with different stuff, but I think we're gonna use, you think I would have had that ready for you guys. I think I got some over here somewhere. We'll use my cheesecloth. But I did a little board up. I just taped it up, and I'm going to try to do a couple of the different stains on here so that I can have so everyone can see what it looks like in the store when they come to visit. And then I got another board for what I can't get to. But let me tell you the different colors. So we've got dark walnut, exotic ebony. I'll come up. Exotic ebony. I'm showing you the back color there. This is dark walnut. It's a dark brown. This is natural colonial. It's going to look totally different on the wood, obviously. This is rich mahogany, so it's going to be kind of a reddish brown. Spiced chestnut, I expect that'll be a reddish brown. And then we got a weathered gray, and I'll probably love that one. It's going to be like your barnwood look. And there's one more color that they're still making, and it's going to be a chalk white. So I'm excited about that one too. So anyway, I'm going to bring the phone down. I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to bring it down so you guys can see the board as I apply the stain. And maybe we'll try it 2 different ways. I'll try it with a brush, and then I'll also try it with the cloth, and we'll see which one we like better. Hang on a second. Let me grab my cheesecloth. Okay, here's my board. And please don't look at the mess of my little workshop here, my studio. It is in very, very bad shape right now. I need to get in here and clean up. But every time I get in here, I'll start doing a project instead. That's more fun than cleaning. So, all right. I want to start with the weathered gray first. This is going to be the weathered gray. This is the 8-ounce size. It does come in a quart, but honestly, y'all, stain usually goes a long way, so I don't know that you would really need a quart. So I've only ordered this. If you ever want more, I can order it for you. But anyway, let's try out weathered gray. We're going to try it with the brush first, and then we'll wipe it off and see what it looks like. And I think you're supposed to shake these. Let me read the instructions. Stir thoroughly after opening. Do not thin. For smooth finish, sand piece with Farmhouse Fine Grit sanding sponge. Apply to bare wood with Farmhouse finishing cloth or foam brush. Oh, okay. It's a good thing I read instructions. We'll use our cloth. Apply in the direction of the grain and allow to penetrate 2 to 5 minutes. Work in small sections and wipe off excess. Allow to dry at least 6 hours, then apply. Okay, so it does require a top coat after you do a stain. And it's requiring, like if you were going to go outside, you'd put raincoat. But if you're inside, you'd put clear coat. And we also have those products as well. So we're going to apply it with our cloth. I'm just going to shake it really good. Probably should stir it. Shaking it might cause bubbles, but you know, for sake of time, I'm not going to follow directions. Let's see here. Y'all are getting to see it at the same time I do. Oh, look how dark that is. That's pretty. Let me wipe off this excess here. Excess. All right. I'm just going to dip it in here. And it's water-based, so if you get any on your hands, it should wash right off. I'm going with the grain of the wood. And most of the time with regular stains, the way I work it in is like that. I like to rub it in circles to get it down into those grooves. This is bare wood, so I'm going to put just a little bit more and then I'm going to let it sit. Oops. And then I will come back and wipe it down. I'll probably put more than you have to, but I really want it to show. And I would think that this would be, like if it wasn't dark enough, your first coat that you put in, you could do another layer to make it darker. All right, I know it hadn't been 2 or 3 minutes, but I'm gonna wipe it off anyway. And this is weathered gray. Looks pretty black to me. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Oh, I love it. All right, so that is weathered gray. Isn't that pretty? And see, I love the imperfections in the wood where it shows just a little bit darker. That's pretty. Y'all like that? Okay, put it back down. Let's do natural colonial. I'm doing colors that I know I would probably use a lot more often. Shake it up really good. All right, so we're going to do natural colonial. How Pertimus. Let me get me a rag here. This is our cheesecloth and it is lint free. I use these things for a lot of stuff. Our glazes. And you can also use it, we'll cut it in half here. You can also use it for stains. I'm actually going to take this excess, oops, what's that? This excess stain off of here because I don't want to waste any of it in here. Okay, this is natural colonial. Make sure y'all can see that okay. It says go with the grain, but I'm going to rub it in. I like to go in circles, and then when I wipe it off, I will wipe it in the grain. Spice Colonial. Okay, I'm going to wait just a second. Okay, let's wipe it down. So the grain's going that way, so I'm just going to, oh, so pretty. Look how pretty that is. That's a really pretty color. I like that a lot. So if you're just joining in, this is the new Farmhouse Paint Amazing Stains. They are low VOC, they're odorless, and they're water-based, so it's easy cleanup. And I love it. I'm so excited to have this. I've been wanting a water-based stain in my store. All right, so weathered gray. That's the weathered gray. Whoops. And that's natural colonial. Very pretty. Okay, let's do another color. This is going quick. Exotic Ebony. New Farmhouse stains, guys. Water-based, non-toxic, and odorless. I'm super excited about it. Just got them in. Now we're doing exotic. I want to see if that's darker than the weathered gray, because the weathered gray was pretty dark. Again, I'm going to take, I don't like to waste anything, so I'm going to take it off the lid first. Do a little bit more. Y'all see me okay? And I'm just, this is how I do stains. Oh yeah, I think it's going to be a lot darker if that's very black. I'm probably going to love it. All right, exotic black. Let's wipe it back. I'll take you over here with me. Now the grain's going this way, so I've got to kind of go like that. Look how dark. That's very dark. So this one you might not have to let sit very long. Wow, that's very dark. All right, so that you can kind of see the grain a little bit. Try not to get the glare too much. It's pretty, but that is very dark. So that is exotic ebony. So it's true ebony. It's very dark. That's almost like a solid stain. I can still see the grain, but it's almost solid. I really like it. That's pretty. Okay, next color. Let's see. Okay, let's do Spice Chestnut. This should be kind of an orangey red. And I'm gonna bring y'all in just a little bit closer. Let's see what this looks like. I'm using cheesecloth. It says you can either use a sponge brush, or rub it on with a cloth, like a lint-free cloth. Ooh, look at that big bubble. Boop. All right, let's get in there and get some of that goodness. This is going to be your typical orange wood that we usually try to cover up. Let's see what it looks like here. Oh yeah, this is very orangey. This is not, I don't like that color, but you know. I think, and I will be playing with this just to make sure, but I think what I'm going to try with some of these is like if I do have like some bare wood and I want it to look dark underneath with my, when I go to distress after I paint, I will probably stain underneath and then come back and paint. I didn't sand my board, that's why it keeps pulling. Okay, and this one would get darker if you let it sit, but I'm gonna wipe it down too, guys. Here we go, going with the grain. Stop it. Get a dry spot here. Very pretty. So the cool stuff about this stain is it's odorless. So you can do it in your house without stinking up the whole thing. It's low VOC, so it won't hurt you. You don't have to wear a mask while you're doing it. I'm gonna put a little bit more there. And it's water-based. So you see all this stuff on my hands? It'll wash right up with soap and water. Yep, I'm wearing my beautiful ring with it. That's how I roll, y'all. That's how I roll. Like a jelly roll. Okay, let's do another color. Okay, so that was Spice Chestnut. That's exotic ebony. This is weathered gray, and this is natural colonial. All right. Let's see here what we got next. Let's do dark walnut. dark walnut is next. I'll slide you down. Make sure you can see okay. All right, dark walnut. Let me shake her a little bit more. Okay, so some of you might be joining in. You don't know what's going on. Oh, look how pretty. My name is Wendy. I'm with Cottage 321. And not only are we a really cool fashion boutique, but we also paint furniture. We have home decor. We have gift items. We have everything you can think of under one roof. And we like to have a lot of fun. And we just got these new Farmhouse Paint stains. And it's low VOC, odorless, and water-based, so it's easy clean up. Sorry, I didn't sand my piece very good, so I'm getting strings. This is unfinished wood. It's just raw wood. And normally you'd leave it on for a couple minutes. The longer you leave it on, the darker your stain will be on your piece, but I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it back. You go with the grain of your wood. And this is dark walnut, and I knew I would love this color. I always have loved the color of walnut. I love that deep, rich, dark brown. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. I think we got one more color. All right, dark walnut, spice chestnut, exotic ebony. Very pretty, very, very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, let's do the next color. Oh, how pretty. That's beautiful. Get all, oh, what am I doing? Get all this goodness off of here. A little bit more. And they say go in the grain of the wood. I like to go circles so it gets down into the pores of the wood. Really soaks in there. This is that reddish. It's gonna be a little bit deeper, darker red, orangey brown. I think I'm gonna like this one a little bit. Okay. The longer you wait, the darker it's going to be, but I'm going to go ahead and wipe it. The grain goes that way, so I'm going to go that way. If after you wipe it down, let it dry, you can always come back and do another coat, and that will also make it darker too. So that is really pretty. That's rich mahogany. I am impressed. I love it. It did really good. Really good. I like it a lot. So rich mahogany. See that? Oh, look. That one even changed a little bit of colors as we waited. That's natural colonial. It looks grayish, but it's actually a light brown. It's really pretty. I like that. I'll probably use that a lot. This is the weathered gray. And it has lightened up. It was darker earlier. It's lightened up and soaked more down into that wood. That's really pretty. All right, and then this is exotic ebony, and it is like black. It's black. It's really pretty. I can still see the wood grain, so I like that, but it is a black stain. That's pretty. I like that. Okay. I've gotten confused which one's which. I'm pretty sure that this is spice chestnut. It's more of your orangey typical stain. And then I think that that is dark walnut, and that's really pretty. That's that one. I think this one and the gray, let's see, yeah, weathered gray This is the dark walnut, and I like the black. Those are my favorites so far. But really, y'all, they're all pretty. They're all really pretty. So these are going to be my little show boards at this cottage so y'all can see what colors before you purchase. I'm going to flip this back around and talk to you guys. So, I love it. It all turned out really good. So this is the Farmhouse Amazing Stains. Again, they're water-based, so it's easy cleanup with soap and water, low VOC, and what else? No stinkiness, no odor really at all. And I'm going to pull these off so you can see it next to the bare wood. There was some bleeding. Very pretty. I like that. Pull off these. It bled a lot. I didn't do a very good job. I love them, y'all. So these are live on our website, and we have them at our store. We only have the 8-ounce size because I know that they're going to go a very long ways, and I can't imagine that you're going to need a whole quart. I can order quarts. As you know, it's expensive, but for special projects, if you need it ordered, I will order it for you. But right now, we just have the 8-ounce size, and I'm super excited about it. They're very pretty. Yay! Okay, the other thing. We are all stocked up in Farmhouse Paint. Got a big shipment in yesterday, and so we are all stocked up. We got all the colors, and I got a new color board to help you guys see your colors a little bit better. And I'm also going to try to be making some samples, so when you guys want to take one home with you, you have something to take and compare it to. I have to make those myself. They don't have samples. So I have to make those for you, but really excited about that. And I think that's it. Let me flip again. I'm gonna walk back over to the fashion side. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Again, if you don't mind, I would love it if you shared this video to your own personal page. Help people find us, discover us, and help us. It helps support us, helps us stay in business. The hardest part of being in business is getting people to know that you exist and that you're still here and your lights are still on. And we appreciate you, and I love you, and I'm going to call it a night and go home and eat me some supper with my honey, and I hope you do the same. See you next time. Come see us as soon as you can. We miss you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.